I'm Buffy.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Hey, guys! On me!
Get away from her, you.
You're gonna see some serious assembly.
Assemble.
It's Friday night. We're watching SmackDown live on the build to SummerSlam as they remember Hulk Hogan. And tonight, we're going to remember Hulk Hogan with your honest opinions. Is he's divisive, controversial? Of course he is. I got some thoughts on him that aren't happy. And I grew up with the guy being the guy. He was our generation's John Cena and all this other crap. So your honest opinions, there's no wrong answer to how to feel about Hulk Hogan passing. But he is a big, huge part of why we're here tonight and every Friday night right here on the West Coast Pop Station. My name is Zach. We love wrestling, and we're here together. So give your honest thoughts on Hulk Hogan. If they're bad, that's fine. I got some really bad thoughts on him. I got some positive stuff on him too. But we're going to talk about very positive stuff about Ozzy Osbourne and talk about his relationship with wrestling. And we'll talk more about pop culture stuff. Knock and I saw Fantastic Four last night right down the street at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. And we'll talk about the movies that are streaming this weekend and coming soon to you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. It just kicked off, and thank you for spending your Friday night with me right here on the West Coast Podcast Station. Cody Rhodes is out right now building his street fight for next weekend's SummerSlam. SummerSlam nights 1 and 2 matches were announced this afternoon via YouTube and WWE. We'll talk about that and see which night you're looking forward to the most. And a whole lot of other stuff happened on SmackDown. No John Cena tonight, at least not advertised. He could still come out and do a run-in and ruin Cody Rhodes' fantastic windbreaker. It looks like, if you remember Team USA in the Olympics, when Kellogg's let you mail in UPCs and get the Team America, Team USA Olympic windbreaker, that's what this is. Noob, how you doing? I'm well, thank you. Knock and I saw Fantastic Four. Did you? Let us know your thoughts on that and anything else you got going on, Noob. Next week, I didn't put a slide up, but since you're here, Noob, NWA goes to Roku next week. It's going head-to-head with WWE television. If anyone out there watches Roku, let me know what you watch. I haven't touched my Roku in like 6-7 years. But NWA, Billy Corgan, and his crew are going to be on Roku. If you want to talk Dynamite or anything else, this is the spot. You just talk any wrestling Friday night. We're hanging out the second hour. Cody Rhodes facing a heel John Cena, who's probably going to turn face after SummerSlam, is giving a face John Cena promo to face a heel John Cena. See how this is turning? See how this is? There's ships in the night. They're passing, and they're gonna alter. They're gonna alter states. John Cena is gonna go back to being a face, and Cody Rhodes is gonna turn heel. What if not next week, but the week after, he comes out with black hair? Oh, DP37. Hope you're doing all right, man. The weekend is kicking off. That's all right. Autocorrect gets me in trouble. It's autocorrect, not me. All right. There's John Cena chance, Cody Rhodes chance. I'm very surprised Hulk Hogan got the stuff going on. There's little bits of booze as they cover tidbits of Hulk Hogan stuff tonight. But if you got anything to say about Hulk Hogan, feel free to chime in, good or bad. It doesn't matter. We're here. We're a wrestling community. We talk about things. Cody Rhodes. What do we do with Cody if he wins? John Cena's easy. He's wrapping up in December, and he's going to go make some more crappy movies and probably Peacemaker. That's not an autocorrect. Season 3. All right, there's the promo to build for SummerSlam. It's going to headline night 2. The announcement was today what's going on each night. And Mr. All Power is going on every night. How you doing, Mr. All Power? Lots of stuff going on this weekend. I'm going to talk to you about one of the shittiest horror movies I saw on Monday night. My review's up on the channel, but I'm going to tell you about it tonight and save you if you don't have time to click and watch my 2-minute review on it. Oh, it was so bad. But not when I saw Fantastic Four, and we got this bad boy. A little Fantastic Four keychain. There you are. Where are you? There you are. Where are you? There you are. We saw a lot of people with the Galactus. Well, that really hides me, huh? I must be slimming out. A keychain blocks me. A lot of people had the Galactus popcorn bucket. $80, but it's unlimited popcorn. Cool. It is kind of cool. It glows with the eyes and stuff. Double turn at SummerSlam. Yes or no? I say yes. Ooh, DP. I say yes. Why? Because it course corrects what The Rock did. But then again, Cody never wanted to turn heel. So what he do what The Rock says? Is that him actually selling his soul in for The Rock? Deep thoughts. These are my headphones. All the gym, baby! Yeah! I love Mr. All Power. Looks like the CIA's got you pushing too many pencils. What movie? What movie? I'm glad you're hitting the gym again, Mr. All Power. I hit it this morning. I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep, but I still had to get in there. I had a little bit of time to squeeze it in there. Bonus points for anyone who got that movie reference. The popcorn better have the super soldiers hit better, right? You got to hit the gym after finishing that. You can see the people too who got it. They were either like very awkward and like couldn't carry it, or they're the kind of people who just like wet the butter all over themselves, went up for 4ths and 5ths. Another new shirt. I love what they're doing with the shirts for the towns for people. Jade had one. Fatu's got one now for Cleveland. Yes, Predator, baby. That's going to lead into a little bit of news. Thank you, Mr. All Power. I knew we had the same. We had twins. What was that from? Twins. Predator, Danny Glover and Arnold Schwarzenegger they filmed alternate endings to the Predator movie that was just on Hulu, the animated one. Which one was it? It wasn't Badlands, was it? We saw the new Predator trailer last night. But anyways, it's hitting Hulu tonight. So if you haven't seen the Predator animated movie that came out a few weeks ago, or you want to rewatch and get the new endings, that hits tonight. You can get the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover endings to the new Predator Hulu movie. The bread, no other, just meat. Love it. Saw a Superman movie. It was miles better than the DCU Superman. I think it was too DP. I had a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of nitpicks on it, but I thought it was a lot better too. The Miz. Oh, The Miz just slapped Jacob Fatu. Miz. Ooh, it's nice knowing you. A lot of people want to see Julia at SummerSlam, and to be honest, I'm pretty much getting tired of Joshi wrestling fans and their fake outrage. It's getting annoying. No, that is internet wrestling fans completely. They announced the matches today. We'll go after this. They announced the matches today, and people are just, what about this person? What about this person? Every wrestling company has too many people. Every wrestling company. Why don't we just celebrate that Karrion Kross got on a pay-per-view? Why don't we celebrate Sami Zayn's on a pay-per-view at the last minute? Let's just celebrate that. But I'm with you, noob. RIP Hulk Hogan. We will talk about Hogan. Good, bad, whatever your take is, there are no wrong answers. I will talk about him in a very bad light, but a little positive light too. Are superhero movies fun again? I think they are, Mr. All Power. Knock and I were talking about that last night, and if you watch our Fantastic Four review, we touch on it. Light colors, jokes in all the right places, not making fun of the villains helps, because otherwise you diminish the stakes of your own movie. Man, it's a good summer for superhero movies, gotta say that. The internet fans that think they should get the same credit as the wrestlers. 100%. Who was it? It was the announcer So Aiden English on TNA said a bunch of people who don't work in the industry talking like they work in the industry. 100%. We got a commercial with Bad Boys 2. I'm sure Bad Boys 2. Is Rey Mysterio on this? The Bad Guys 2. I turned down going to that premiere. I didn't want to do it. All right, if we caught up on SmackDown, Jelly Roll did the Big Boss Man Slam to Logan Paul. Celebrities doing it decently for SummerSlam. I'm fine with it. Just don't give this match too much time. Actually, don't give it too much time at all and let Jelly Roll do a song for everybody. That might be decent. This is yet to come. Tag match. I think this should end in chaos and we do a 6-pack challenge for the tag belts because one night has one more match than the other night on SummerSlam. And then, of course, we got the build-up for the women's tag team titles on the SummerSlam card. I'm excited for this. I do like the pairing and the fact that they are leaning into the fans' love, the pairing of Bliss and Charlotte. And I do like the awkwardness of Roxanne Perez with Rodriguez, who doesn't want to be friends with her because it'd be like turning on Liv. Because I can talk about something else, or am I just going to talk about SummerSlam right away? We'll just talk about SummerSlam. I like the character Hulk Hogan. I didn't like the person Terry, but if he didn't go to WWE, we wouldn't have what we have today. Let's talk about Hogan. Let's talk about Hogan. So we're doing that right now, and I got a bunch of you in here. Let's do it. And you can talk throughout the whole program, too, if something comes to your mind later. It's a free-for-all here on the show. Hulk Hogan passed today at 7, or today. Whatever this was this week. 2 days ago? 71 years old. Cardiac arrest. There's a lot to this. I'm just giving my take on this, and feel free to chime in. I grew up loving Hulk Hogan. I grew up eating the vitamins, saying the prayers, all that good stuff. He was on TV. He was poised as, like an 80s superhero, and that's what it was. So as a kid, that's what he was to me. Even as we grew older, this magazine is the one I'm pulling up right here, right now. This is the magazine for March 1990 that was all about passing the torch to the Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6. Because by this time, I think a lot of us were a little bit sick of Hulk Hogan, and we needed something else other than him being the main event every pay-per-view, every Saturday night's main event. And back then, there was only like 3 to 4 pay-per-views. So that's how sick of him we were. It wasn't even like there's a pay-per-view every month. We talk about Babe Ruth and Michael Jordan's. That's a lot of people are talking about online, and we talk about Hulk Hogan. That is true when we talk about an industry and all that stuff. But this is also a storytelling industry. When you get into the person of Terry Bollea, when you get into the Hulkster as a person, that's where it just kind of falls off the rails with me. Terry and Bill Cosby were 2 of the biggest things in my childhood that were just like, all right, I like positivity. Look at this. I have Bill Cosby records that are still stashed away that I still have. I still have some Hulk Hogan stuff that I still have. 2 of the biggest disappointments I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable fall from grace, in my opinion. Anything negative anyone has to say about either one, well warranted. If you want to recognize the work, totally do that. I think that's what they're doing tonight on SmackDown when they're doing the 10 bell salute and everything like that. But you can't deny a lot of the bad stuff with Hulk Hogan. The racism, top of the card. That is. We all know what it is. It's fucking terrible. You can get into the stuff about the family life. If you really want to dig into that, a lot of that is terrible. Very terrible. There's a laundry list of things. And then if you want to circle back to the industry, if we're going to celebrate him, we got to talk about why some of us don't want to celebrate him, even industry-wise, is because he had to keep coming back. He had to keep being on top. Ask Bret Hart. Ask people who were going against the NWO. Ask all these other people during the runs. We're talking about SummerSlam's 25 biggest matches. We'll have a video out on Wednesday, by the way, of that. Ask Shawn Michaels. Watch that match with Shawn Michaels as he oversold everything. This was the Terry that the wrestlers knew. So you can look at the big picture, what Vince did for wrestling with Hulk Hogan, because, again, we wouldn't even be here tonight if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. It's a pair, by the way. But that is it. If you look at all the negative that is with it, it is just like Bill Cosby for me. 2 people who were huge when I was a child. Big fall from graces, huge disappointments. I understand the praise and I understand the negativity. So anything you want to say, open forum. I do not judge anything, so feel free. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about Hulk Hogan and what his legacy means to me. Yesterday. He passed yesterday. Yes, thank you. That was yesterday. Bliss and Charlotte are more entertaining than the Kabuki Warriors because where's the reason behind Asuka and Kairi being together? This is why Asuka is lacking character development. Something needs to be done with the Kabuki Warriors. Maybe they should have a six-pack. Well, they're not going to have a six-pack challenge at SummerSlam. The three dreaded letters are back, Zach. LJN, the worst of the gaming industry. Are they back? I didn't see the news today. I was kind of busy today. I hate LJN. I hate that you just said that. What are they doing back, Noob? If you can let me know. If you can let me know what LJN is doing. There's a laundry list of games that just the Bill and Ted game. I'm a huge Bill and Ted fan. I do my sign off with Bill and Ted every episode. LJN, horror video games, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I can go down the line here about how crappy LJN is. They do have, is it in here? I don't know if it was, I think it's later. LJN did make one of my favorite wrestling games, and that's WWF Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo. That is one of my favorites. Here's a fun ad. Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 2. LJN, noob. I cannot stand that. Oh, WWE action figures, the superstar ones. Online was nasty. Was it like talk about Hulk Hogan? Was it your OnlyFans account? What was nasty, Mr. Allpower? Is it the gym bathroom that you're dreading going back into? Let me know what is nasty online. I know the gym bathroom isn't nasty online, but all right, The Miz is in the ring. I think The Miz has a pretty cushy gig. He's on TV every now and then, has a match every now and then. Damn, Jacob Fatu is going to beat his ass. Speaking of Jacob Fatu, let's talk about SummerSlam. And then we're getting some pop culture news. Good movies coming to streaming soon. All right, this is the SummerSlam card. Let me take my pretty face out of here and just blow this up. This is it. This is what it was announced. Sunday and Saturday. Saturday and Sunday. Night one. The women's tag belts are on the line. Gunther defends his title against Punk. Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew and Logan Paul. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. It's Tiffy Time versus Jade Cargill and Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Let's talk about this night before we move on here. Saturday night, which match do you think opens and which match do you think closes? Because we know what closes night two. I don't know what... If Seth's not cashing in, I would open... Oh, man. I think I'd... I don't even know what I'd open with. I think I'd open with Jade and Tiffany Stratton. And I think I'd close with Punk and Gunther. Or I'd go vice versa if Jade's going to win. Again, I think you can put Jelly Roll in the middle and have him do a song to kind of get the crowd back going. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, that could be a good second match. And then I hope they have some fun spots for the women's tag match, just to get some people like invested in the women's tag division. We all want it to succeed, but like, what are we being invested in? We need these great matches, and that's what I hope there are spots planned. Alexa did a great spot tonight. The Miz is seeing spots right now. All right, I know a little bit about this. I don't know the whole thing about Travis Scott and WWE. I didn't read there's a reason why. I didn't read that. This is part of, in my opinion, I thought this was part of like The Rock's doing with the Travis Scott thing. Travis Scott in WrestleMania is one of the worst celebrity things ever done in wrestling ever. We're talking about Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. That is I don't even know, that's Tokyo Dome wrestling compared to Travis Scott coming into WrestleMania. Yeah, they don't use him anymore, but they already gave him a WrestleMania main event moment. Yeah, exactly. And there's so many people who work hard for that, and they handed it to him, and then what happened? Crap, Bubkiss, that's what happened. I don't like it. I don't like celebrity should be used for stuff like SummerSlam or a battle royal or something like that. At least AEW has a guy who has wrestled and is going to show up. I don't like the Costco guys or the diabetes kiddos. All right, they're building this match now for SummerSlam. Jacob Batu going to commercial. Let's take a look at night 2. I don't want Travis Scott or The Rock to show up. I know there are rumors of The Rock showing up, but I hope that's nothing. I hope that is absolutely nothing. I'm good on The Rock for a long time. All right, let's talk about Sunday night. Dirty Dom in the Tender Eating Contest versus AJ Styles, who's been more of a comedic player recently. What's going to be the main event, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu that we just saw. All championship matches on night 2. Becky Lynch versus Lyra and Naomi, Io, and Rhea for the women's championship match. We know Cody and Cena are going to headline. Opening match. What do you do for an opening match? Women's World Championship. But I can see Becky Lynch going out first. She likes to come out and be, because it is kind of like the co-main event going out first. So I'll say, yeah, Becky Lynch and Lyra are going to be the opening match. Because I do believe something's going to happen in the Women's World Heavyweight Championship that's going to keep the belt on Naomi instead of her versus Stephanie. Those are the nights. That's what was revealed today via WWE and YouTube. Which night are you more excited for? I feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 5 matches. They could still add a match. Man, I can't see Cena and Cody going longer than 10 minutes. It's probably going to go 15 to 17 with the entrances. We'll call that. Second, you want Happy Gilmore too? No! I forgot about that. I might watch that tonight. Thank you, Mr. All Power. You might have saved my night. Did you watch it? Did anybody watch it? There's a commercial. Let's get into some pop culture stuff right now. 2-night shows aren't good for the fans. I have to pay extra to see everything I want or miss a night. Exactly. I don't like the 2 nights. Try this out. Dip your toes in the water with this 2-night SummerSlam. I don't like it. And if they do 2-night Rumbles, that's not a good thing. Oh, you saw it? It's hilarious. All right, let's get into – they just had a commercial for this. Let's get into some pop culture stuff right here and have some fun. Resident Alien, the commercial is just on. It moved from Sci-Fi to USA. It has been canceled. Next, there are 2 more episodes. The August 8th one, I think, or is it next weekend? Whatever's left in the next week or 2 weeks, that's it. And that's the ending. After 4 seasons, trying to switch networks, and it is canceled. So if you like Resident Alien, bye. All right, let's talk about this since Mr. All Power brought it up. What is streaming this week? Death of a Unicorn, I might watch as an A24 film that I didn't hear good things about, but I might watch it now that it's free and streaming on HBO Max. And Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. It is hilarious, Mr. All Power says. Mr. All Power says it's hilarious. I'm going to check it out. MJF had a good moment that he'll be bragging about. Okay, he was having a good time on the red carpet and just doing press for this. He's talking like other wrestlers should talk about each other, and I'm happy. Nikki, I always get the bells mixed up because I don't care about them. Nikki's scenes got cut. So I will watch this tonight. I'm excited to see Becky Lynch, MJF, Julie, Adam, everyone in there. Oh, man. All right, Happy Gilmore 2. That's my watch tonight. Let us know what you're watching, if it's Fantastic Four or whatever. Death of Unicorn, I might try this weekend if I can't find anything. Next week, though. Oh, I'm sorry. This is in 2 weeks, I think. Ice Cube stars in War of the Worlds. Here's the kicker. The whole movie takes place on his computer screen. It's War of the Worlds, just like we know from the Tom Cruise movie and the old AM radio gag. But it's Ice Cube in front of a TV screen, in front of a computer screen like this, yelling at it the whole time. And I put this thing on the top there. Where am I? They put this line on the top there. It's worse than you think in the trailer. If you want to watch the trailer right now, come back, join the chat. Let me know how awful you think this is. War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube. I'm a huge Ice Cube fan. I debated going to wait in line at a Dodger game last month to get an Ice Cube bobblehead. Is going to be in a movie that tells you it's worse than you think. Eva Longoria is in there as well. War of the Worlds. It's worse than you think. Solo Sikoa getting beat down. This is what I'm excited about. Some of you talk about Final Destination Bloodlines next week on HBO Max. I'm excited to watch this. Big Jim out now. Final Destination Bloodlines is going to be streaming on HBO Max next weekend. I'm excited to watch it. I'm going to watch it Friday night. I'm going to make a drink. I'm going to make a snack. And that's my weekend right there. And then also announce Denzel Washington, Spike Lee, Highest to Lowest. It's going to be in theaters August 15th and then streaming on Apple Plus September 5th. So I'm excited. I've been watching Severance the past couple of weeks. Actually using my Apple Plus. Never thought I would. If you saw Final Destination Bloodlines, let me know what you think. I am excited to watch Happy Gilmore 2 tonight, though. Talatonga is huge. How tall is he? 7 feet? All right. Who's going to come out and help him? Anybody? Jeff Cobb Mateo out there. Big Jim got beat down. I have a new segment I'm going to put on here. Since everyone had to talk about Mama Wayne last week, and what a huge impact Mama Wayne had on the viewing audience, I'm going to start a new segment on Friday nights, Meme of the Week, where you look at one of the more viral photos in the wrestling world from the week, and you make the meme. I wish I had something to give for the winner. But here's the meme of the week. It's Sheamus, meme of the week. Your comments. What is the meme using this picture of Sheamus right here? I wish I could send you this from Fantastic Four, but I'm a greedy bastard and I want it. Meme of the week. You type it out what it is, what you think it is. Let me know. What is the meme for this picture? You could be winner of the first ever meme of the week right here in West Coast Pop as we watch the MFTs and Solo take control. Phantom, how you doing? Hope you're having a great Friday. I'm doing all right, man. Fantastic Four was so good. It was so good. I loved it. Knock loved it. We both loved it. You can check out our review online. It's a spoiler-free review. We give our grades for it. We loved it. We saw it right up the street here at the Chinese Theater. It was great. See it in IMAX. If you haven't seen Fantastic Four, we saw Superman on a small screen the size of like a Galaxy X27. See Fantastic Four in IMAX. Galactus looks fantastic in IMAX. And in the meantime, what's the meme? What are we doing with this picture here? Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus. So many things to talk about. He could be talking about the new South Park episode. I got to watch that yet. The belt's got to stay in Solo at SummerSlam. It's just got to. Again, if you got comments, good or bad, about Hogan, feel free to chime in with them. If you don't want to talk about him, that's cool too. I get it. All right, that's a picture of the week. I want to talk about someone that I actually really felt when he left this week. Ozzy Osbourne. They did a tribute to him on NXT. For someone my age, Ozzy Osbourne was a huge part of my life musically, and even like in like pop culture and stuff like that. People who weren't into like metal and Black Sabbath and stuff still talk about Ozzy because of the antics, the Alamo, the Ants, the Bad Head, all this stuff, and the Osbournes. I'm a big Ozzy fan. I'm a very big Ozzy fan. Original pressing. Where are we? There we are. Original pressing. I absolutely love Ozzy Osbourne. This one hit me pretty hard. One of the rock stations here in LA had a great crew of DJs on, telling Ozzy stories and just playing Ozzy music, even deep cuts and live cuts. So yeah, Tuesday, that was my day, listening to Ozzy, remembering Ozzy. If you got Ozzy comments, let me know if there's anything you remember about him. I put a slide in there that shows his relation to the wrestling world and how many times he appeared on WWE television. But man, Bark at the Moon, so many great songs. Ozfest, I went to one of those and saw Ozzy. That one hit. So oh look, DIY. Exactly. Exactly, noob. All right, if you got thoughts about Ozzy, again, just his music every year in some way, shape, or form is played in this house. Vinyl, CDs, cassettes. When the officer asked Sheamus how much he's had to drink, that's a good one. Oh, I don't know if I missed it. That Sheamus is still wrestling. Sheamus and Rusev was good. I don't know. Not the hugest Rusev guy. Oh, that Unreal show. It's Tuesday. Are you going to watch WWE Unreal? Ciampa has more anger issues with his beard. I bet you it's itchy. I grew my beard out once. It was my sign to myself. I worked at a dead-end job, and it was my sign. I'm not going to shave my beard until I made a good decision in my life to get out of a shitty job and do something with my life. The beard got pretty damn long because I'm a procrastinator, but it gets itchy. Wow, Unreal is going to focus on John Cena. I'll leave it up to you guys to watch Unreal and let me know how it is, because I'm going to tell you something that you should watch and tell you how it is. Fantastic Four. Not gonna loved it. Some of y'all out there saw it. You're already chiming in that you loved it. And I'm going to tell you now about a movie. I'm steer you clear from it. I know no one clicks on YouTube, and now I should tell you to click on the review I put out. If you want to, fine. But I'm just going to tell you right now. Avoid this movie, The Home. Holy crap, was this terrible. This was not good. I went to the screen unseen stuff at AMC, and this is what I got. I thought it was going to be together with the Franco and Alison Brie. I got this. Let me tell you, once Pete Davidson showed up on screen, this is very weird. People just walked out. I don't got Pete Davidson beef like that, but some people apparently do, and they walked out of this movie. So I'm just going to tell you right now, avoid this movie. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. And that's my quote right there. It's Cocoon meets Silent Hill, including the old people sex. WWE canceled the stand-up show they had, but yes! That's good to hear. Thanks, Mr. All Power. That made my night. I was like getting pissy that was even happening. Mr. All Power, I'm not. That movie was really bad. It's really, really bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I'm a big fan of horror. I did not like this movie. The WWE late night event is canceled. There it is. Did they just announce it? Did I just miss something here? Am I just talking too much? Am I talking too much about my guy Ozzy? I'm glad it's canceled. Just like this movie should have been canceled. Holy crap, this movie sucked. This movie sucked. But Mr. Allpar says Happy Gilmore 2 is good. I still have my Happy Gilmore 1 on VHS. And I won't give it up, damn it. This movie does look like ass love. You can go and watch this trailer and come back and let me know what you think of this trailer. War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube. It's worse than you think. It looks so bad. Who's looking good, though? Mephisto. Do you see him on the cover of Men's Health? Mephisto. I don't know if he's going to be part of Doomsday or if he's going to be part of Secret Wars. But he says in the article he's getting built like this for Marvel. If he's not getting built for one of those two things, I doubt he's going to be in Punisher, Wonder Man, which is already wrapped, or Daredevil Season 2, which I think is already wrapped. So I think he's going to be in Doomsday because Secret Wars ain't filming for a while. So could we see Mephisto in Doomsday, and what will be his role? When's the last Ice Cube movie? Was it Ride Along? Ride Along 2. Ride Along 2 is really bad. That was really tough to watch. It's just those two yelling the whole time. It's those two yelling. I like Ice Cube. Ice Cube can make really good movies. He can also make not really good movies. All right, 2 nights of SummerSlam. I don't know which night I like more. I think I like night 2 more. I think night 2 is more solid. I think night 1 might have better matches, though. The Coldplay thing, people are still laughing about that? All right. I mean, there are some funny ones out there. The one with Tony Khan and Dave Meltzer, that one's one of my favorites. Oh boy, if Spider-Man 5 is going to be the adaptation of Spider-Man One More Day, I'm going to regret it. Kevin Feige, he did a big interview like a week ago out here in Burbank. He revealed a lot of stuff. And one thing that he revealed about the Spider-Man movie was that it is going to be a more subdued Punisher. I'm sorry. Do you want to not sell this movie to me? Night 2 for Mr. Allpower. Yeah, I agree. I think I like Night 2 better. Because it's one more day closer to Cena's retirement. I agree, Mr. Allpower. Night 2 looks better because it's another chance to say, kick rocks, John Cena. Cole Money, how you doing? Hope Gunther and Charlotte and Alexa win. Okay. I like that. It's a good night 1 pick. I think Gunther should win too. I think something else can happen other than CM Punk winning. Yeah, I hope Gunther retains. Oh, here's Julia. Is she setting up a match against Zelina now for the 3rd night of SummerSlam, which would be technically Friday night? I mean, seriously, it's like 3 nights of SummerSlam. Kiana James. That's okay. It's not Kiana James is going to be her mouthpiece. I'll take it for a while. Kiana James ripped. Do you see her on main event? I don't know if I want another Cody Rhodes title win. I really don't. I think there's just certain paths I don't want to go down. Because as we talked about earlier, it's the reason I started not liking Hulk Hogan. I think we can do something else because I don't think Cody needs to main event WrestleMania this year. Again, I'm going to harp this every week. WrestleMania this year should be Cody and Randy Orton. How many Tom Holland Spider movies are we going to get? And they still haven't made a Spidey film better than Spider-Man 2. If you go on Forbes' website for some reason, or if you just look it up on social media, Forbes put out their list of the top superhero movies. I'm not a big fan of the list, but they put The Crow on the list. That's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. But there's no Blade on there. So there's another like contradiction for me. But they put Spider-Man 2, I think is at number, yeah, Spider-Man 2 was number 2. And the original Superman from the 70s was number 1. So if you want to take a look at that and get back in the comments. Spider-Man 2. There's so much I like about it, but there are things I don't like. X2 is on that list too. I'm not a big fan of X-Men 2, X2. I love the opening scene, but that's such a slow movie. And I know people like these deeper kind of superhero movies, but I liked Superman and Fantastic Four. That's what I like from Superman, or excuse me, from superhero movies. Unless you're going to do something like The Crow or, yeah. I like my other versions of things, like the Dark Knights and stuff too. 90s, early 2000s Marvel was still pretty good, even without all the cinematic universe stuff. I 100% agree because they still put little Easter eggs in for comic nerds, you know, little bits and pieces here and there. There's something in one of the X-Men movies that alluded to, I think it's Sinister. That had nothing to do with anything. Never planned to use Sinister. They just put it in there because the director is not the director. It was Bryan Singer and someone on that did. X-Men 1, Spider-Man, Blade. What was another one? Spawn. That was a good one. That one is coming out on 4K, I think next month. That soundtrack was pretty cool. It was like house music mixed with like Metallica was on there. Who else was Onyx on there? Anyways, totally 90s soundtrack. They're running down the card right now. That's a weird thing with Lyra. She looks like she's trapped. She's like a magician trapped in a box. They're running down the card right now. Yes. Imagine Julia being announced for a future Mario movie. And it'll be full circle for Nintendo that Mario, an Italian plumber, is created by Nintendo, a Japanese gaming company. That's pretty good. Did you ever see? We're talking about 90s movies, superhero. Let's talk about 90s video game movies. Did you see Super Mario Brothers, the movie? The one with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins. Let me know if you did. I'd love to hear different generations' take on that. As someone who grew up with Nintendo and Super Mario, and even Mario Brothers before that, I hated it. Nintendo just announced Mario and Peach are just friends that help each other when needed, nothing more. Telling me this man goes from castle to castle to castle to castle to castle to castle in multiple games, has to deal with her fucking friends. Oh, like she just left. Sorry, Mario. I don't. Yeah, there's just some dude in a Trans Am. They're like all the stuff that Mario does for her and saves her kingdom. She friend zones him. Cold-blooded. I don't like that Cole Money. It wasn't terrible. Not as terrible as getting blue balled by Princess Peach. I'll tell you that. No, it's not even on streaming apps. Yeah, you gotta watch. I think it's on YouTube, but that just got released on the 4K, so they took it off everything. This motherfucker. He's putting the work in the gym, in the chat. You got Cole Money on that one too. Let's see how funny everyone else can be. Again, I'm starting this tonight because y'all did the Mother Wayne stuff so well last week. I was gonna do a whole bunch of sponsors with like milk and stuff. I was like, that's low hanging fruit, Zach. We can do better comedy. This is up to you. I want your comments every week. We'll find an image that kind of makes it a little viral for in the wrestling community. This is this week's. Your comments pick the meme of the week. Mr. Alpari had a good one. What's another? Oh man, I like this conversation about 90s and 2000s comic book movies. The 80s one's not so much. If you watch Fantastic Four, the people in the 80s Fantastic Four movie, the four of them are in the movie. I forgot the scene, but they are in it. Oh, what was the Swerve meme? Shoot, I forgot it. I'll have to find that one. If we do another stream this weekend, we'll get in there. Did you like Ben Affleck's Daredevil or Elektra? Daredevil was very, Ben Affleck was very sexy as Elektra. I do enjoy Ben Affleck in a two-piece. He can use a sigh very well, and the fact that he's got two, it just makes for an easier date night, Mr. Allpower. Daredevil wasn't bad either. Final Destination Bloodlines next week. If you haven't seen it, let's watch it and talk about it the week after. And then next week we'll talk about Happy Gilmore 2. And maybe I'll watch Death of a Unicorn, but now we're talking about 90s movies. I might watch The Crow. I might watch The Crow now. Oh, I don't know. I'm just a guy who likes using punctuation. All right, if you got any thoughts about Hulk Hogan, if you want to remember anything, they're doing it all night. If you have anything to say about Hogan, or if you don't want to, that's fine. Yeah, apparently no one really wants to talk about Hogan on the stream. That's fine. It's an open forum if anyone has anything good or bad to say about him. He's just here. All right. Can't wait to see MJF and Happy Gilmore. DP, are you going to watch tonight too? Or this weekend? Well, I'll talk about it next week. Apparently, this movie has the most cameos out of any movie ever. And if you want to watch Happy Gilmore, if you don't own your VHS like I do, it leaves Netflix next week. So Happy Gilmore 1 leaves Netflix next week. Jen Ortega is definitely making choices with her roles. Yes, she is. Wednesday just got picked up for season 3, and then at Wendy's next month, you can get Wendy's-themed goodies. They have some good advertising around town here for Naked Gun. That comes out next week. I'll put one up as a short next week, but Naked Gun advertising all over town here. There's a big billboard up on La Brea here. It says, honk if you hate. What's the word for people who make noise? Noise violations. Honk if you hate noise violations. Some funny stuff. Attila, how you doing? Are you having a good weekend? Are you enjoying SmackDown? We just talked about Naked Gun last week. Of course we watched Naked Gun. Or, excuse me, of course we watched Fantastic Four. Knock and I went last night. It was fantastic. Did you watch it? Zach, after the gym, I'm buying every pair of American Eagle jeans for no reason at all. You should. American Eagle. That was one of the brands when I was growing up, where it was American Eagle, The Gap. It was like people who thought they were on the OC would wear these kind of clothes. DP says, predict the games for us. Squid Games, as it was basically confirmed in the final scene. I didn't see the new season. I didn't see DP. I got to get back on it yet. I loved it. I gave it, what did I give it? An 8.9, I think, out of 10. Datilla, if you can go see an IMAX, go see an IMAX. Galactus is he just feels big, and the Silver Surfer rocks in IMAX. Watch the review. It's a spoiler-free review. If it gets you out of the house and gets you to spend the $20 on a movie, go check it out. DP, of course it was fantastic. You know how hard it was to try? You know how hard, oh my gosh, I can't speak. English, not fantastic. You know how hard it was to not say something was fantastic during the review for both of us? Everything we were like, that was great. It was very tough. You busted my balls, you. Where do you rank Fantastic Four for the Marvel MCU? I think Knox said it was the best thing he's seen since Endgame. I will agree. This is the best MCU movie I've seen since this is the best thing I've seen the MCU do since Endgame, but I haven't seen Thunderbolts yet. That will come out in about a month on Disney Plus. And the reason I say that about Fantastic Four, it's its own thing. This feels like this could be the start of a new MCU thing, like it's going to be after Secret Wars, or this just seems like just a movie, a Fantastic Four movie was made, set in a different universe. So there's none of this other baggage with it. And just like Superman, they do the origin stuff very quickly. I could have been the Thing. I could have been the Thing. The Thing gets a lover. Natasha Lyonne's in it. I love her on Poker Face. Better than Shang-Chi. Yes, I will say it's better than Shang-Chi because there's parts of Shang-Chi that I don't know how to explain what I think about Shang-Chi. I give Shang-Chi like a B. I really liked it. There's just parts that I thought, like Moon Knight, you got to throw in so much stuff to get the lore in there. Fantastic Four threw all the lore in there, and anyone could watch it. You won't feel stupid or it doesn't feel forced. Everything feels so natural in this movie. I saw it in this one movie, but it kind of felt like a Phase 1 movie. It did, and I think that's why I liked it, DP. That, I think you nailed it on the head. That's why I liked it. Oh, Fantastic Four is this new top franchise from Marvel, like Iron Man was. Coal Money. That's what we felt afterwards. That's what we liked it. We're talking afterwards, and that's what it felt like. It's a good line right there. Ray Phoenix and Andrade next tag champs. You want to bet on it? I'll bet you my keychain versus your keychain that they lose tonight. Again, if you want anything to talk about too, Malcolm Jamal Warner passed this week too. Theo, we talked about Cosby being one of the biggest disappointments, just like Hulk Hogan. But Theo Huxtable passed. He's in a lot of stuff. He's just in 911, Knox said. He's in Community. He's in a lot of stuff. That was sad. Sad way to go, too. Of course, Ozzy played this week. Man. Heavy week. Looking ready for a double 619? Nope. I like that they have the tag belts because it gives them something non-supernatural to do. They kind of really like shrunk down the supernatural stuff with the White Six, which is good. Because if you're this spooky and supernatural, why would you be in a company? Why would you be in any company? This would be the same thing if you went to, I don't know, like Kellogg's and wanted to be middle management or like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm saying? Aztec Batman has been revealed, and the animation team behind it did a ton of research for this movie. I want to see that. I didn't like what was the last one? Was it Samurai Batman? I didn't really like that one. But if that's the case with this one, that's a good one, Noob. Thank you, Aztec Batman. Also, I'm excited for the moment I can see Cena turn face and Cody turn hee. Cody will be apparently not only in Naked Gun next week, but apparently in the new Michael Jackson movie turning hee Shimona. I get what you're saying, though, DP. I got you. Especially with Cortez being Two-Face. Okay, I like that. Batman Ninja. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Did you like it? I didn't like it. You know what's funny? I saw a post today that they were working on an anime Spice Girls movie, and then it just kind of got discarded. That would have been fun. Noob, you got Mr. All Power excited. You don't even have an OnlyFans, and you got Mr. All Power excited. I miss Anime DC. Did anyone watch Under the Red Hood or Flashpoint? I have Under the Red Hood on Blu-ray. Flashpoint I didn't like. I collected those issues. The Flashpoint DC animated is just like both the DC. Was it 2 or 3? I think there's 2 for sure. Death of Superman's for DC animated. I didn't like it. They just didn't hit the points, and they do this. There's a slowness to Batman, the animated series, and it works because it's noir. Then they adapted the same thing to Superman. Didn't work. Superman's bright and colorful like James Gunn made him. Then they adapted the same slowness to Justice League, which I didn't really watch, but everyone says is good, so maybe I got to watch it. But that slowness that they just use on every single DC animated thing is the reason why I don't hold it in such high regard as most people do. But I did love Under the Red Hood. I didn't like Flashpoint. You like Batman Ninja? Okay. I wasn't a fan. Whereas Eric, he used to give money advice. He, right now, is at a Coldplay concert. He's doing some HR research, apparently. And we talked to him this week. So we had some good Hogan jokes that I won't say on air. But they're funny. Why? Because Hogan was kind of a piece of shit. So we made the jokes. We should invest in American Eagle. You are on this. Something's going on here. American Eagle Bitcoin? What's got you? Are you working next to a tech bro who knows something about American Eagle? Is there an American Eagle app coming out that we don't know about? What is happening? Cody turning heel will follow the pattern of the face of the company turning heel. But this match is Bret Hart versus Stone Cold 2.0. Ooh, it's Bret Hart versus Stone Cold 2.0. I like that take. I like the take because it made me think. I like that DP. If Cody turns heel, is that not him giving into what The Rock wanted for WrestleMania, or is it good course correction? Oh, that's a good question. DP, you got me thinking. Mr. Upar is talking about how American Eagle jeans can make the manliest man's ass look like Sydney Sweeney's, and he might be investing with a tech bro on an American Sweeney app that smells like soap. If you look up Tesla Drive-In, it's pretty close to where I live here. It just opened this week, and it is crazy how many lines are around the block. But it's a Tesla charging station that's like an old 50s diner, more like a futuristic kind of look, kind of like Fantastic Four First Steps. that serves burgers and fries and has 2 big, enormous screens on the side that you can watch movies. Pretty cool. It just opened near us, but it's all the rage this week. The storyline is weak and last minute because they didn't have a plan. Yeah. It's him giving in and becoming Homelander like The Rock wanted. It's so funny because he'll probably go to black hair if he turns heel, but he looks like Homelander already, like you just mentioned, which is the heel look. He is a face with the heel look. The face with the heel look. So then but on the good side though, his heel look is more anime and is kind of cool. Tag team match, headlining SmackDown tonight. I think that's such a smart move. I'm a big fan. We always see a lot of the same openers and finishers and people cutting promos. I like this. It's a good way to end the show. Speaking of Homelander, September, Gen V Season 2. I still have to catch up on last season of The Boys before the last final season of The Boys. She's responsible for pencil erasers like the whole show. I was going to make a joke, but I am above the jokes, above the low-hanging fruit, above the Mama Wayne jokes. I was going to make a comment about the name brand of eraser. If you want to look it up, I mean, that's the joke right there. Leave my gym now. Seen a bit. Mr. All Power, good to have you back in. Thanks for stopping in. Now get to the chopper. Here we are. We're getting ready for a big old tag match at SummerSlam. This could be the 6th match. Of course, tag team frenzy occurred again. Of course, this has to lead to some kind of a cool ladder match. This has to be the makeup for not having the WrestleMania match. Because night 2 only has 5 matches. Night 1 has 6. I'm fading away. Marty McFly, you better reset my family. I'm going to fade away. Street Profits, they go from like different attires and attitudes. Now they're back to like wearing jerseys. Last week they're wearing suits. I love to use Gunther as a transfer champion so Punk can win and Seth cashes in. I'm going to be mad. That's why I don't want it to happen. And if Seth does cash in, I hope he does it while Gunther's still champion and takes the belt off him. Because then he can set up a Gunther-Seth thing later on down the line. There's always going to be beef between Seth and CM Punk. Yes, I agree. It's unnecessary. Just like having John Cena in any match. Oh, great DIY. Do you hate DIY? Or do you love DIY? I can't tell if it's sarcasm or... Here we go. There we go. Night 2. It's getting added. Here we go. Come on, Nick. This is the first time around the ladder match. Here we go. SummerSlam. High above the ring. We called it. Tables, ladders, and chairs. TLC match. I love that Nikki Cross carries the belts for them. This is awesome. Now we have it. SummerSlam. We have another match added for SummerSlam. Oh, Santino v. Ethan Page. That should be good on Tuesday. All right, we got a TLC match. That just made night 2, I think, the night to watch for me. Think about it. Today, WWE, each day leading up until next week, Wednesday, have been releasing one match a day for the 25 best SummerSlam matches of all time. I think it was today or yesterday, but I think it was today. Number 6 either number 6 or number 7. I think today number 6 was the TLC match at SummerSlam with the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. TLC match, good makeup for the fiasco from WrestleMania. I agree, noob. I agree, and give it time. If we can give this match half an hour, I'll be very happy. Let the madness commence. Oh yeah. All right, Resident Alien is on, and if you are a fan, enjoy the next 2 weeks because it is canceled. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Datilla's excited. Oh, what? Next week in Jersey? Yeah. At SummerSlam. Oh, man. For a second there, I thought I was getting pushed on SmackDown again. Noob, you scared me. I have a simple mind. It only works so much. I'm old. Yes, next week in Jersey. Are you guys watching SummerSlam live? Are you going to catch it? Are you going to watch it later on? Are you going to watch both nights live? I try to watch at least one live. If I can do a live stream, if anyone want to join, that'd be cool. But we'll see. Obviously, hit the bell icon and subscribe so you know if we're going to do it. I'm not going to have been pretty busy lately. Too busy seeing comic book movies. So, again, Fantastic Four was awesome. Definitely go see it. If you get the chance to see the home, don't do anything else. Stay inside your home and do absolutely anything else besides that. And I think meme comment of the night, let me see if I can find Mr. Allpowers. I think that's going to be meme comment of the night. Man, I enjoyed talking about 90s horror movies so much. 90s superhero movies. Here we go. Meme comment of the night when the officer asked Sheamus how much he's had to drink. There it is, the first ever meme of the week. Mr. Allpower takes it. Again, I wish I could send you something, but I'm a greedy mother and I like my stuff. One of these nights I will have something though for you. Maybe even be some Bill and Ted cards. But next week I'll have something else. And if you find anything out there, any meme like that, just hit us up on the socials or hit us up on one of the streams. We comment back to you. Man, when SummerSlam comes to Minneapolis next year, I'm going to be the first one there. Are you going, DP? A friend that lives out there. Maybe I should spend some time out there and visit. SummerSlam next week. We'll do some stuff here on the channel. We're going to have the 25 best SummerSlam, greatest SummerSlam matches countdown right here. I put together and I've been editing it for the last 2 weeks. It's going to be a fun little watch. WWE's put them on there so you know what they are, but I added some extra spice to it. You're going? Okay. I'll talk to my buddy. We'll see if I can go there too. Go back to the Midwest. Knock has a very special Star Wars video coming. He played a Star Wars game. He's going to have the gameplay and the review on the channel this week. He's just finishing the editing on there, and we're going to do something for SummerSlam, a build-up, maybe a countdown, maybe a predictions special that we're going to do in the middle of the week. And on Friday, we're back, and we're going to get hyped up for SummerSlam with SmackDown. So that's it. That is it. I'm going to go watch Happy Gilmore 2. I'm going to go watch Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I'm going to go watch Big Time Hollywood Bex. And I'm going to go watch scenes that do not have Nikki Bella in it. All right. That's it for me. Have a great night and have a great rest of your weekend. My name is Zach, West Coast Popcast. Have an excellent, excellent weekend. And enjoy Summer Walls here. And, of course, be excellent to each other. Take care, everyone. Thank you for spending your time with me.